I know what time zone I'm in. I was a little confused on days. I still thought we were on Tuesday, but it's clearly Wednesday. Not much sleep. Some of that's self-inflicted, but it's been a very fun ride. When I won my first Daytona 500, I hadn't won a championship, and it was amazing, and a lot went on, but I don't think my popularity was there that is there today in the recognition. So to experience this after the 5 championships, what I'm getting at is this is like winning a championship. I'm just as busy, and there's just as much reach for myself, my sponsor, my team, as it did from winning a championship. It is amazing the impact of this single event and what it has across our nation and in the world, all of motorsports that pay attention to this. It's a big, big deal. I'm really savoring the moment more and just enjoying it. I understand, I feel like I'm more mature today as a driver and somebody that's within the sport and how I fit in the sport, and I can appreciate this moment much more than I did in 06. I did all I could at the time, but 7 years later, it's just, a lot has changed. It's a much different world for me, and very appreciative of what goes with it. It's going to be hard to refocus. I mean, there's such a high that comes from winning the 500. And then the type of racing that starts now is so different than what we just had. So it will be a challenge. I'm not sure how we're going to exactly get through it. I know when timing and scoring fires up and we're on the track, in years past, it's always helped bring the focus where it needs to be. We could be a little, at least from my side, I know Chad's buttoned up and our guys have been back to the shop all week, but from my side, I've been very detached from my normal routine and preparing for the race. So I'll have to play catch up as the week goes on and we get into the weekend. I just know the great job that the track does to promote the race and to keep the fans entertained. And I heard a stat earlier about it being the highest attended event last year, which that's incredible. And that speaks volumes to the work that the track puts into their marketing and keeping everybody entertained at the track.
What's the #1 question? Is there one that you're just tired of answering? Because I want to be the best interview of the week, so we're going to go ahead and throw that out.
I've got something funny for you guys. So this will all make sense in a second. New York yesterday, get out of a car to an interview. TMZ is standing there with a camera, and the man asked the question that is the most annoying one I hear all the time, which is, what do you do if you have to go to the bathroom? So evidently I was on TMZ last night, or this morning at some point, because just before I walked out, my phone was blowing up, and Dale Jr. texted me and said, "Man, you've never peed in the car before?" "No, I haven't." He's like, "Oh, okay. So where did you see this? How do you know this?" "Well, I watch TMZ." So,
which is sort of,
that is the question.
That's so Dale Jr., by the way, too.
So that's the question. No, I have not. I have jumped out of the car and have run to a porta potty nearby, and even at the 500, I had to quickly vacate Victory Lane to take care of business. Yes.